Good
He
luck.
lagged pretty
Good
hard.
luck. You gotta fucking need it. It's a game of chance. Roll the fucking dice. It's like that, really.
And I made YouTube videos off of a phone here, this phone specifically, and fucking streaming to like Twitch off the Xbox, downloading the VOD, and then editing like a fucking hour-long VOD on my phone. Well, I mean, shit, man. Like, it's like Overwatch. You play a certain character, and people are like, oh my god, why do you play that character? It's such a
Oh,
bad
yeah.
comp.
Fucking backseat gamers, super nerds. Shut the
Literally.
fuck up. Valoranty like Playhouse. Valorant play or run from CSGO, fear of Dark World and realism. What the fuck? I feel like I'm having a fever dream. Am I still drunk? What's going on? We are recording. Also, we are live on Twitch. Welcome, everybody, to episode number 10. Big fucking double digits time. Episode 10 of the First Person Creator Showcase podcast. A podcast in which I interview all different kinds of FPS content creators. If you're interesting, you're on my show. It's as simple as that. I'm joined by the most wholesome little motherfucker in the community. No one can say a bad word about this man. He's so kind to everyone. Awesome player, skilled player, good friend, Eldy. Give him a warm welcome.
Hey, everybody, how's it going? Appreciate the opportunity to be here, Ozzy. I really do appreciate it.
I appreciate you being here, buddy. How are you today?
Well, you know, before the show and everything, I had literally just woken up at around like 5:30 my time. I downed a real quick monster, played some fucking bingo and shit. Now I'm here.
Bingo. You're 22 years old. You're playing bingo.
Hey, man,
Fuck
when there's
me.
40,000, dude, there's $40,000 on the line. I can't say no to like winning 40 grand. Come on.
Hey, want to hear a fun little bingo story?
Yeah.
I once ruined my mum's game of bingo because my mum used to play bingo and like she was the youngest person there, even though she was mid-30s. So there's a bunch of like old hags that just they're just grumpy and everything, right? So my mum took me there and I got a bingo card even though I wasn't allowed to have one because you got to be 18. And my mum didn't tell me that I wasn't actually playing. She just gave me some blank cards so I could like play but not be in the game, if you know what I mean. So like, I'm still doing something, but I'm not actually going to win anything. Anyway, I filled in one of the cards and I got bingo. So I screamed at bingo and I just ruined the fucking vibe. Like this 15-year-old kid just yelling at bingo all the time. Bingo isn't that hard. Maybe they're just too frail to punch the numbers. Anyway, we're going off topic there. We're going to talk about my boy Eldy here. Long-time friend, long-time mate of the pod. We'll put it that way. Mate of the pod's the new phrase. Anyway. I've been known him for probably like a couple of years on the internet so far. We played a lot of games together. I've seen you grow. You've seen me grow. We're going up together. Yeah, you're pulling in some good numbers. You know, you're over 2K on YouTube as well, aren't you?
Actually, I'm still under fucking 2K
What?
on YouTube.
I thought you had 2K.
No. It's been going up recently, but it's because I've been lazy.
Oh, well, I feel that. I'm going to do a live check. Ready? Elderly Live. Or is it just Eldy now?
I mean, you can search it up either or name, it'll come up.
I just searched up Elderly Live and I got a bunch of like elderly people videos.
Yeah, see,
hey
boy,
boys,
it's
it's been a long time.
Yeah, it's not bad, but
That's still fucking good numbers, man.
Oh fuck, I've been at YouTube for a long time too.
That's true. Anyway, so we're gonna just start off. Give me a brief history of FPS games, man. Tell me a bit about yourself. Like, you know, what kind of content do you create? What's your like current go-to FPS game? Tell me a bit about that. And then we'll get into this.
All right. Okay. Well, hi everybody. My name is Eldy. I currently make content mainly for the simple fact of I love entertaining people. I love, you know, just having fun playing games with the boys, everything else. And I just simply kind of want to make somebody who might have fuck, I can't speak. Somebody who might be having
little boy.
Oh, it's all the caffeine, bro. I got like the caffeine shakes, but anyways.
My coffee's kicking in. It's great.
Yeah, no, I just basically started making videos on FPS games because I just wanted to entertain people, you know, and just make them have a laugh and everything. The whole being skilled at it came later, but first and foremost, I'm like just genuinely about trying to make somebody have a good time, like because that's why I started watching YouTube in the first place and doing other things and playing games in general.
Hell yeah.
My current go-to FPS game, oh boy, this thing is it's a fucking train wreck right now, but it's Modern Warfare 2. That game is a fucking train wreck, like beyond belief at the moment. I'm still having fun with it, but I swear, man, I've come pretty close to reinstalling 2019 just to go back to it because holy fuck.
I would never. That is in the past. I'm done. I'm done. I have
Yeah,
played
you're right.
3 years worth of Modern Warfare 2019 multiplayer. I am done.
Yeah, it's literally simply because it's like, if I go back to it, I'm not going to be able to look at MW2 the same way that I look at it right now. I already know because like the different changes. Ooh, Jesus. I can't even.
It's
We'll
a
save that for a
very,
little bit later.
it's a controversial, like, it's so hit or miss. 50% of the people I know are loving it, right? It's a fresh experience. It's good fun. It's different. It's something else to grind. And the other 50%, it's just bitter fucking hate. Oh, so it's like 49% love, 49% bitter hatred, and like 2% middle undecided ground. So
Yeah, 'cause,
personally,
like,
I'm enjoying this because it's fresh, it's different. As I said in the past, I'm not treating it as a Call of Duty game. I'm treating it as an entire new first-person shooter game. Like it's called traditional COD is dead. I've said that many times. It's over. Goodbye. But I'm enjoying it personally. So what side do you fall on?
I fall on kind of in the middle side of everything.
So you're in
Because
the
on one
2%.
hand, yeah, so on one hand, I enjoy it a lot, but then there's a phrase that I want to say here on the podcast. It's like really, really fucking funny to me when I heard it said. Oh god,
Bring it
voice
on.
crack.
Ooh.
Call of Tarkov, Modern Warfare 2.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, because it's the sprint to fire speed and the fucking like.
That
I don't know why
fucks
your
me
guy's
up.
like that, like shaking around every time he shoots like a fucking 9mm. His like hands go up into his fucking face like he's about to like kiss the gun or something.
Yeah,
It's funny.
it's weird because the more I play it, the more I am noticing the visual recoil and just the what's that word? Oh fuck, what's the word?
Like
The
muzzle
pollution,
flash
like the visual pollution when you're shooting a gun. It's like I didn't really notice that before. Maybe it's because I was using marksman rifles and like getting those gold, platinum, and then I use like ARs, which aren't too bad. But right now I'm doing pistols and
they're off.
I'm just shooting, and all I can see is a smoke screen. Last night I should have clipped it because I didn't have my clips on. I was shooting. What was I fucking shooting? I think I picked up an LMG or something, and I was shooting, and I shit you not, I lost complete target because even the diamond because my entire screen it's like I just got fucking white phosphorus, just from all that muzzle smoke. So it's becoming a disaster. Anyway, what are your thoughts?
Okay, well, I have a story about that too. Yesterday, I was working on the auto pistol that you get, like the X13, and I
Yeah.
was running around with it. I was having some fun with it at first, but then, like, I shoot the gun, and then all of a sudden, it's like I'm getting fucking constantly flashbang every time I pull the trigger on that gun. That
Oh.
gun is fucking. It's fun. You can see what the fuck you're shooting at. Like, I don't know why Infinity Ward decided, oh yeah, you know what would make this game a great game? If we make it so that you're blind every time you fire a gun. Like, on certain weapons in the game, you literally, it's like a requirement for a flash hider. Like, you
Yeah.
can't even have fun with that attachment. Like, it's bad.
Yeah, it's funny you say the X13 because that's exactly the gun I was referring to. Like when I've told you I was working on marksman rifles and assault rifles, I switched to pistols using the X13 auto. I can't fucking see a thing. Oh, I can't see a thing. It's just you're just blind firing. Good
You
luck.
lagged pretty
Good
hard.
luck. You gotta fucking need it. It's a game of chance. Roll the fucking dice. It's like that, really.
Oh, it is. And then, what is it? Oh, excuse me for a second. Every time I wake up, I get a little bit of phlegm in my throat. But anyways,
I've got a frog in my throat too.
But fuck. Like there's a clip from Scump on Twitter too. I'm sure everybody's seen it at this point, where he like, because there's part of the reasons why he's like retiring too. Like it's fucking. I don't hate. Okay, I want to preference this before I say anything here. No matter what input you play, I do not dislike you. I'm gonna say that right now. Okay, but like again, I don't even blame people who play on controller for using the controller because that shit literally it's the better input on Call of Duty. Like you
That is
can't
true.
argue it. You literally can't argue it, right? And I'm not gonna get mad because I'm the one that decided to play with like this weird foreign device called a mouse, you know? So it's crazy to see some of the clips and like some of the crazy stuff on Twitter that I've seen come from that. Cause like even Scump said too, all you have to do is move your left stick and the game will like go for you. Again, there's no hate to anybody who uses it because I mean, shit, it's literally the better input. Who I'm not gonna blame you for it. You want an advantage in the game, take it. But it's crazy. And you can't blame the players too. You can only blame the developers of the game. Like
Well,
that's my thought on it.
I think, okay, I agree with what you're saying. Obviously, controller is by far and away just the most superior input. Simple as that, right? Here's what I'm starting to think. I am becoming pro aim assist because, okay, well, before you fucking unsubscribe and
Before
stop
you
listening to the
crucify.
podcast, before I get crucified, let me explain myself. Call of Duty, as fucking shit as it is, there's a reason we're all still playing it, right? Because it's fun and it's innovative. Okay, that's a fact, right? I'm enjoying Modern Warfare 2. It's different, visually impressive, audio is impressive. Apart from the footsteps, I'm talking like just the reloads and all that shit, right? Very impressive, very big, very what's that word? Immersive, right? We love immersion, kind of, I
I was
guess.
gonna use bombastic as like a word would be a good
Bombastic.
word.
They call it Mr. Bombastic. Anyway, so the overwhelming strength of aim assist, and I'm going into a fucking tinfoil hat conspiracy here, right? Skill-based damage, skill-based hit reg, skill-based footstep audio. That all exists, and you can't fucking tell me otherwise, all right? I have played enough to know that for a fact that exists. And
See, I'm
also,
actually gonna say-
here's a new one I discovered: skill-based bullet magnetism, and no one can fucking argue with me on that one. I challenge you. I challenge you to argue with me on that one. I got a fucking clip last night. Not a clip, sorry. It just happened. You have to believe me, it happened. There was a guy on ground war just sniping people, and he looks at me. I'm up on a roof, just like mowing cunts down with my M13, trying to level that up. And he is like 2 feet, or like on my screen, a good like 10 mil, like a centimeter to my left, the reticle, and it still fucking kills me on like 25 ping. That doesn't happen. Anyway, tinfoil hat, whatever. But
Okay, I could kind of
all these
explain
things
something, though.
is just bringing in so much money to that game. More money for them equals more like content for us. So like we're getting a kick in the balls, but we're getting content at least. At least we're getting like an updated game. I say updated content wise because if they can make more money, great. Are they going to fix the fucking overwhelming majority of issues? They're going to fix the bugs. They're going to fix the footstep audio. They're going to fix this. They're going to fix that. They're going to fix the devos. They're going to fix the crashing. They're going to fix the UI. No, it ain't happening. But hey, we got the fucking CDL packs, right? Woo!
I mean, I bought a CDL pack. Yeah,
I did too. I did too because I'm part of the fucking problem.
Here, I want to tell you something though too, because I've done some testing on like a new account and everything about the whole skill-based audio. I don't think there's actually like, well, I guess you could use the term skill-based audio if you want, because it is still determined somewhat by skill, but not in the way of like if you do good, you can't hear shit. I don't really think it's in that sense, because let me explain this, right? I was playing on the new account, purposely playing like a bot, kind of looking up at the sky, right? In those lobbies, people aren't really doing that much when you're in like the lower skill bracket lobbies. Like they're kind of sitting in corners, they're kind of just camping, doing like weird sort of like sentinel. By the way, we're not
Sentinel.
campers, they're sentinels. Yeah,
Sentinels.
fucking sentinels. Oh god, Jose Seacott. Anyways. But yeah, no, since there's like less shit going on in that lobby, the sound engine has less to keep up with. So I feel like when you're in a higher skill bracket lobby, the reason that you don't get audio sometimes is literally because there's so much shit going on that the sound audio, literally like the engine itself gets overwhelmed and it can't play every sound like accordingly. It ends up getting stuck into a queue and it will play like the most important sounds or what the game determines is the most important sounds first.
Fuck, you're on
So-
something there.
Because it's like the same thing too with Well, because like I've seen this in MW 2019. It's mainly to do with the Quake engine itself, because it's still, if people don't know, they claim it's a brand new engine, but all Call of Duty really is like it's the old Quake engine that's just been like butchered and put back together, butchered and put back together, butchered
Yeah,
and
it
put
is
back
not a new
together.
engine. That's a fucking lie.
Well, and then that's another reason too. People wonder why they have like such a bad cheating problem. It's the fucking Quake engine. It's been around since the beginning of like FPS games. It's going to
Yeah,
get fucking
exactly.
like hacked no matter which way you fucking code that engine. It will get hacked eventually, unless you have like an anti-cheat like Vanguard, like on Valorant, like sitting there like waiting for you to fucking make one mistake.
Well, here's the thing,
But
right? They make so much money. Okay, so understandably, it is very, very difficult to create a whole new engine from scratch. From literally zero code to create a new engine for a first-person shooter game, good fucking luck, right? But at the same time, they're making like in Verdansk, they're making $3 million a day on microtransactions. Arguably, that's probably more now. If they're a billion-dollar company, fucking make the time and make the money, right? It's not fucking hard. Well, it is hard, but like, you've got the money, therefore
hand
you've got
over
the
fist money.
resources, huh?
They're making hand over fist like types of money. It is
Making
ridiculous over there
fucking
at Activision.
bucket loads, man.
Well, I think the last figure I heard from like during Warzone 1 was like Activision in a single day was pulling in $100 million
$100 million a day? No,
off of
no,
people.
no
Not
way.
no, like the last figure I heard during fucking like Warzone 1 was that's how big, like how much money they were making, hand over fist
Fuck.
profit, like not including their overhead and everything else.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, it is like ridiculous. And then what else was it too? The going back to like that skill based kind of like debate and everything too. The game, because I know there's like a lot of like patents and stuff that I've seen because I was a part of the COD com and everything, like in the commentary side of everything. So I've gotten to like go into like my own investigations and stuff like that just to see what Activision has patented. They do have like engagement based matchmaking there that also like is with a skill based matchmaking like patent in the game. So the more money you spend on the game, the less the matchmaking is going to be a fucking dick to you, because it's going to put you against bad or worser players on purpose because you're using a brand new skin from the shop and they're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
we want you to go shit on these noobs now to try and get the casuals to spend more money on our game because you're the rare guy that's played this game for a while. It's going to be spending a lot of money. We want you to be our walking advertisement in game to go fucking shit on people."
Fuck yeah,
And
that's
then
true.
the other thing that I've seen too as well is that the game, if you're like, obviously if you're a bad FPS player at Call of Duty, they just don't want to fucking, like, they don't want to like mess with you in like any way, shape, or form, right? They want you to have a great experience. So they're gonna purposely put you against, uh Team Stoner and Pizza Grease,
Pizza
with
Grease.
little Timmy on your team, right?
Little Timmy 2 cents.
And then like they're gonna say, okay, well these guys are all at this certain skill level, right? And then you all are gonna play together because you won't ruin the experience for each other.
Oh, I think you cut
Like where
out.
I'm kind
Oh,
of
there he
sitting.
is.
Oh yeah, sorry about that. We're lagging a little bit, but yeah, no. When you get to like a little bit of a higher skill bracket, kind of where I'm at, right? You'll get put on a team with like 5 people that literally have their thumb up their ass, and then you're fighting team moderate to severe acne on the other side. Like it's fucking bad, bro.
It's
It
it, you are correct with the engagement optimized matchmaking. I bought the LA Thieves pack for that dark skin because I'm a super nerd sweat, right?
Yeah.
And 2 games later, I dropped 50 and 3 on Mikado with the
Yeah, that doesn't happen.
AK-74. Good luck fucking doing that without spending money on the game.
Oh, pretty much. And I'm not gonna lie too. Then there's the other thing. People and like there's like a lot of controversy around this too. Like, what is it? Reverse boosting, stuff along those lines for like content creators. I'm gonna say it this way: do you guys blame the gameplay side of Call of Duty if like they're gonna reverse boost VPN or do whatever, right? Do you really blame them at this point?
No,
Because like if you're facing clones of yourself all the fucking time, you can't get like an interesting video most of the time, right? Because that's not what Call of Duty is based off of. Say like a game like Apex Legends, for example, people love seeing ranked mode gameplay, even though if it's only like you drop 5 kills, it's like, oh, you're in an Apex Pred lobby. Okay, it's fucking insane, right? You dropped 4,000 damage and maybe 5 kills. That's so crazy to people because you're playing at the top tier of a player base, right? Call of Duty doesn't even really have that. The whole sorry appeal of Call of Duty is I dropped a fuck ton of kills, wiped the floor with people with kill streaks, and now like that's the gameplay. I dropped 100 kills and died 4 times on firing range, right? Like that's the Call of Duty identity versus like a CS:GO Valorant identity, Like the higher the kill number, the more you destroy the lobby equals better gameplay in Call of Duty, right?
Yep.
Opposed to any other FPS game. At least in my opinion.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. And we could talk about the ratty little techniques and schemes that. Sorry, my mouse is being weird. There we go.
I mean,
we can talk about this all night, like how ratty of a company they are and how money hungry and skeevy little fucking bastards they are. But and I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not being rude here. Like I'm just done talking about it.
No,
because like
get it.
it's just it's bullshit. It's unfair, but at the end of the day, it's never going to change because they make so much money off us.
Oh, exactly. And then not only that too, on top of it, right? Like their business first. Can you blame them for doing what works for profit?
If you were a CEO and you could make a shitload of money, you're going to do that because that looks good for you. Looks great for your resume. Like I worked at this company, increased our profit margin by this much. Looks fucking fantastic for you. You're set for life. Fuck the players. The players are second. The company and the higher ups are first. It's as simple as that. There's no passion in games anymore.
Oh, exactly. And if you want to play like a player first FPS game, and this is gonna sound really, really fucking like old head of me, you should go play some CS:GO because that game was designed for like actual competitive.
Also, Tarkov as well. If you don't want to play a fucking 6v6 5v5 game, Tarkov is a very player oriented game as well. There are some games that still exist that are player oriented, but not many. Anyway, continue.
Oh, Rust is another one of those too. I have like 3K hours in Rust, and that game is like not only player oriented, community oriented, and it is a fucking barrel of laughs, man. If you get into like the right situations, that game is fucking great. All right, any other questions?
I think we're kind of done talking about what you've been playing because we just went off a tangent about Modern Warfare 2. But hey, that's great. That's the whole point of the podcast, right?
Yeah.
Go off on tangents. So tell me about your history in FPS games, man. So like, what was your first? How long have you been on PC? Just the general Eldy FPS lore.
All right. So, do you want to know when I first touched an FPS game? You're gonna laugh at this. It was original Xbox Halo 2.
Why would I laugh at that?
I mean,
that's perfect.
That was my first FPS game. I remember booting up and hearing oh my god, I was like a little kid. Like my eyes like lit up. I was like, wait, what is this, right? And I for a while I didn't play any multiplayer. I played the campaign nonstop, learned it inside and out because I just had so much fun. And that was the first like FPS game that introduced me to like the whole FPS genre in the sense of just like the massive scale, how it played like a movie kind of drew me in to like loving Halo, right?
Yeah.
So, and then when I finally tried the multiplayer, I got to experience for the first time what getting a pair of metal Spartan nuts on your forehead feels like. Because I thought I was good until I got a button combo done to me and, shit talked as like a little 5-year-old kid. Like that was... Oh, it was a great time, though. I'm not going to lie. On PC, though, I've been on PC for, 2013, 14, 15, 16, 2017. 2016 is where that'd be 4 years there. I lost my original gaming computer because somebody broke into my fucking garage and stole it, and it took me half a fucking decade to get back. Yeah, no, it took me half a decade to get back to here. So like, it's been like a long time. I've only maybe been back on PC for like a year and a half now, and I'm still not anywhere near close to where I've like was before. I used to play a lot of like Counter-Strike and shit like ranked and everything too on my old Steam account, which also unfortunately is been kind of deleted and gone. Somebody like literally fucking stole all that shit when they
Oh
stole my
my
computer.
god. No, that's fucking tragic, man.
Yeah, because I was also that dumb kid at one point that put like his passwords on his desktop. So I don't
Hey,
do that anymore.
I'm looking at a slip of paper that has all my passwords for all my podcast related shit right now. It's over there in front of my
Oh,
computer.
oh,
My
until you get
RSS
it like
feed,
back
my
in ring.
Spotify, my Stitcher, all that.
So what else was it too? Before this was actually another origin story too. Like when I actually started YouTube was like maybe 6 months to 8 months after my computer had gotten stolen because I actually planned in like 2016 to start YouTube, right? But I couldn't do that anymore because at least I thought, right? So I was like really depressed for a couple of months there. Didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Didn't know what the fuck to do. And then I just decided to say fuck it. I started my YouTube channel originally under the name ElderlyLivve, right? Which a lot of you probably met me as before I rebranded to Eldy recently. And I made YouTube videos off of a phone here, this phone specifically, and fucking streaming to like Twitch off the Xbox, downloading the VOD, and then editing like a fucking hour-long VOD on my phone. It
I used
was
to do
so
that.
cursed.
I used to do that. I used to get clips on Far Cry 4 on the PlayStation, and then upload those clips, and then download those clips and throw them together in a video. I wish I didn't delete that video. I wish it still existed somewhere.
Oh, I still have like a ton of old videos of where I did that, right? But then when I started my YouTube channel, the biggest game that I was playing for like an FPS styled game was PUBG on the console, and that was oof, that is rough.
Gross.
Yeah, no,
I
I
I
mean,
tried that on the Xbox when I was still on console. Fucking unplayable, like 10 frames per second, hitching,
oh,
awful. Just plain
it,
awful.
no, it was awful, right? But then that kind of became the whole focus of like me making the videos, right? Because I just called it Irrational PUBG. It was like, how much stupid shit can I fit into like a 10-minute video? That just kind of became the whole focus of like playing the game. Is like, how bad can I break it? How bad can I like just fuck with people because the game's glitched out? Then I moved to fucking Fortnite because like
Because we all
it
did.
ran better. Yeah, literally.
We all did.
And then before what was it? I went to Fortnite or after Fortnite, right? This is just before I met all of you guys here, like the RevoStack AIM community and the movement community, and I came back to like Call of Duty, right? I played Rogue Company a lot in tournaments and shit like that. And I was actually really good at the game. Like I have most of my videos on my channel with Rogue Company have like extremely high KDs. And I only played one character exclusive.
I never played
Then
Rogue
I got
Company. I kind of forgot that
oh
existed.
no, it was a great game at first, but like looking at it now, they've kind of destroyed the balance of the game and everything too. And then I have to say something about the Rogue Company community, right? There's a lot of people from there that still follow me, and the people that you know who you are, all of you. You were all very, very kind to me. But a huge majority of that game was full of a bunch of people that had massive egos. But like they put Call of Duty to shame for like the massive amount of like egotistical shit in that community. It's
Yep,
like,
sounds
dude,
like
you
an
like,
FPS community to me.
oh, third person, but
Oh,
close
well.
enough.
Sounds like a gaming community to me. Just fucking toxic.
Well, I mean, shit, man. Like, it's like Overwatch. You play a certain character, and people are like, oh my god, why do you play that character? It's such a
Oh,
bad
yeah.
comp.
Fucking backseat gamers. Super nerds. Shut the
Literally.
fuck up. Simple as that.
Literally. But yeah, no, then I
Oh,
seen,
actually, funny you say toxic. Oh, I wish I could. Can I get this up on stream? Can I show you this?
yeah,
Is this going to
you
be a
should be able-
disaster if I show you this? Hang on. Let
Oh,
me
wait,
try.
wait.
We're going to do this live. I did the most toxic thing last night, and it was fucking hilarious. All right, let me just. Sorry. By the way, listeners, I do sound a bit husky today because I'm hungover as fuck. I'm going to be completely honest with you. So my
And I
voice
sound
is a
kind of
little
fucked
bit.
up too.
I've got a kind of a TikTok fuckboy voice, and he started pulling real close and like, yeah, I start talking like this. Yeah, what's up, little girl?
Hey,
Fucking
yo. What are you, Bryce Hall?
whatever that is.
Well, exactly what you said right there.
Good lord. Ah,
Fuck,
no, I can't show you. I can't show you, but I'll upload it to Twitter. So I was doing I was playing Warzone with the boys, and yeah, we knocked someone. So I went to go interrogate the cunt, And I just started screaming in the voice chat. I'm like, "Where are your fucking friends, you pussy? Come on, pussy!" And the guy was like, "Oh, how you going, man? What's up, man?" And then I was just staring at him, I'm like, "Your mum!" And then I just do this like snap, like I just snapped my iron to RPK to a window and start mowing this cunt down. Couldn't see him on my screen. I just snapped and started fucking hitting him. It's like, ooh, that was slutty. I'll upload that. I'll upload that after this. But yeah, like the fucking FPS community is toxic, but aren't we all part of that? Don't we all fucking contribute? Except for you, you're a wholesome little cunt.
I mean, like, I do it for, like, the shits and giggles for, like, content and stuff like that. Because I remember yesterday this guy was, like, pissing me off in Warzone. He kept shooting me in the back of it. As soon as I got him down, ran up to him. He was like, "You're dog shit, bro. You're trash." He's like, "No, bro. I'm not trash. It's just, like, bro, like, you need to relax." You know what I'm saying? He's like, oh. Like, as we just started talking shit to each other, it was, like, really, really funny. Like, I don't, like, oh. I when I get into it, but I can't just recreate it off the fly. It's just like one of those things.
Yeah, I don't like force the words out, but sometimes if I'm in my mood, I'm gonna start screaming. I don't care. I've said some very choice words. I've said some very naughty things. Not gonna lie, because I grew up playing fucking Modern Warfare 3. Like, oh my god, if I started playing Modern Warfare, saying the things I said in Modern Warfare 3 today, it's over. I'm done. Aren't we all though?
Fuck, I mean, shit, dude. Speaking of that, too, man, I remember playing Black Ops 1 on the 360.
The best FPS game of all time, by the way. Let it be known.
Oh, it's just, like, insanely... fuck, dude. I remember just... like, it's this one guy. He had pissed me off so much as a little kid. This is, like, the first time I, like, broke a controller. He kept using the fucking FAMAS on me and just killing me instantly as soon as I come around the corner. It was, dude, right? And I was so shit at the game, I couldn't control it after the nerfs and everything, right? At the time. I was so frustrated. I remember I threw my fucking controller at the wall and it bounced off the wall and hit me in the fucking forehead.
Fuck me. If I had $1 for every PlayStation 2 controller I went through growing up, fuck, man. I feel so bad for my dad. He got to the point where he just bought like fake Chinese ones because he knew I was just going to fucking break it. Playing fucking Tekken 5, lose to the final boss and just spike the cunt on the floor. I was such an angry little bastard growing up. No wonder my teachers hated me.
I mean, shit, that was like me with Mortal Kombat. I played a fuck ton of Mortal Kombat too. That's another era that you guys didn't know about me. I was a like Mortal Kombat like enthusiast. I still am to this day. I have a there's a statue I have in the background from like the 2011 MK9. Like that is very, very insane. Like you can't really find it anymore, but it came with like an art book of the game. Like I'm still into like those games too to this day, and I still tune into those tournaments. But that's a little bit off topic.
Hey, the topic is whatever you want it to be because this is your show, buddy. You're you're the creator showcase. Come on. Well, talk about piss and fart and shit if you want. I don't care.
All right, so yesterday I was taking this mad dump.
Yo, I'm invested.
Okay. I mean, I'm sure you don't want to hear about my fucking bowel movements, but
well, test me, right? Come at me.
Test. Okay, well. The Taco Bell shits? You gonna talk about
all right, that's the end of the show. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, there's got to be like a... Oh, do you want to hear like how I found out about the aiming community and everything?
Yeah, bring it on, man.
Okay, so this was just after the whole controversy that I was like initially involved in, my first like actual big controversy on YouTube, because I
oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yes. The whole like what started a war between like the pub stompers and commentary side of Call of Duty, right? Because I was informed by a friend at the time, right, about some of the shit that was going on with the certain creator and everything. And since this is being uploaded to YouTube, I'm not going to name any names. This is like for your channel's sake and everything, because I know how YouTube can be with that kind of thing. So essentially, at the time, reverse boosting and everything was like an extremely taboo thing because it would destroy like a gameplay channel's image, right? So this guy who was 500,000 subs at the time, right? If you know, you know. He was going around to creators around the size of anywhere from 1K to 10K subscribers, right? Who had found evidence of his reverse boosting through his live streams and videos by noticing things that just weren't like indicative of skill-based matchmaking, right? And anytime these people made a video, and they weren't calling him out, they were just using him as an example, they would get a copyright strike, not a claim, a copyright strike on their video, which you get 3
Oh,
of those, your channel is fucked. Like you're
yeah.
gone, you're banned from making YouTube accounts again, all that, right? And he like to this one guy, he literally struck him, I believe, like 3 times in a row and put his channel up for termination.
Jesus. Little rat cunt.
So here, after hearing all that, this was during the 2020 Phase 5 challenge, right? And all that was like really he was a contestant in it and he'd actually had won, right? So after he had won, that friend at the time had helped me gather a bunch of evidence of him making videos about him cheating, like actually using like scripts for like Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 2 and everything in his videos and making videos on it, right? His subscribers, like that person's own subs, came to like me when I heard that I was doing what I was doing and putting together this investigation on it, right? They dropped me evidence of him reverse boosting and everything else, right? And then I made the infamous video that I made where I told him to suck my dick from the back so he could smell what he was, dog shit. Because I was mad at the time. Because like there's
What
one
the
golden
fuck?
rule of like YouTube, right? Where you don't false copyright strike someone's channel or videos because that sets a bad precedent for the entire platform for everybody who's a creator on the platform, right? And as somebody who's like in YouTube and really enjoys the whole idea of it, that's a big no-no, right? So that whole controversy happens, and then like just a wave of shit started.
Good
Right.
fucking lord.
Yeah, no, it was very bad. That person still to this day, I've said to like multiple times I don't hate them, but I still get linked tweets about him talking about me, and it's very sad. He still can't get over the
Jesus.
fact of what happened,
He's sad.
right? And
He's a sad fucking little boy.
well, he called me a money hungry, lying, racist YouTuber.
Money hungry,
Which,
what the fuck?
hey, if you guys know, I wasn't a YouTube partner at that time. I had maybe 200 subs, and I did it out of the pure fact of I wanted to better the YouTube community based off of YouTube's own guidelines and rules, right?
Yeah.
So that was like that was like really bad. This is the most toxic you'll ever see me. Is like that string of videos on that creator because I was like very upset with him. I still talked to a bunch of the people though that were involved in that situation, like some of them that are very cool people from like the commentary side, like what does it do? Blame Truth. I still have to thank him for the partnership as well because his audience is the main majority of like my audience on YouTube, and they're
Yeah.
all very nice people. They could be a little bit rowdy sometimes. Some of them are a little bit crazy, but the majority of them are very wholesome, and I still appreciate it to this day.
That's good. You never forget the people that helped you, helped you get up.
Oh yeah, well even like this is a little bit of a controversial person too that also helped, but in 8 Thoughts is also an infamous person in the commentary side of COD. He helped me out with everything too. But
Hey,
again,
take it, Take the help.
I don't have anything against any content creators, right, or anything like that. Genuinely, I want everybody to have a very good time. I don't because we're all a community. I want us all to come together, right? But
Yeah.
going back to that, I left
And that's
the
the whole point of the
commentary.
podcast.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah. So I'm
I
just gonna
found out the
I'm just gonna interrupt real quick.
Oh,
It needs to be said. Fucking shout out to the mate of the pod, Martin. Represent Martin at Martin GG on Twitter. He's just coming in and just doing some goofy ass shit. First of all, he gave a gifted sub to Eldy. That's fine. That's normal, right? And then this motherfucker started giving us. So we've got Shroud, Tenzi, Ninja, Jessica fucking Blevins, Mr. Beast, Tim the Tapman, and Swag is all gifted subs to. And they will be on the podcast. I guarantee it. I'll be reaching out to them. Shout out to Martin, you fucking strange man. Holy shit! Thank you for the gifted subs. 8 gifted subs. I'll take. Hey, thanks for the money. I'll take it. I love you, Martin.
Yeah, but Miden's a really good person at the end of the day.
Yeah,
He's
I've bin enjoying his stuff for a long time. I actually sent him a message, like, would have been a few months ago, just saying that I appreciate his content. You know, I'll watch it on my work break sometimes. And, nah, Martin's great. Fucking excellent bloke. Really skilled. Good content. Shout out to Martin.
Oh, honestly.
I know you two play
very,
a
very
lot
good
together
person.
as well. You two are like fucking buds.
Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, shit, dude. I met him like in the summer of like 2021 when I was still out at work, and like I said to him too. At first I didn't want to like get, you know what I mean. I didn't want to seem like that weird, like, oh my god, man, you have like 3,000 subs. I want to play with you. Oh my god, it's like no, I didn't want to seem like that. So at first I was a little bit distant because I always am at first because I just like what I got taught from like the road company side of like my content creation is like motherfuckers they'll snake you for like the dumbest shit. They will snake on you. And it's like I'm not dealing with that. And it's like I'm not dealing with that toxicity bullshit, right? And he's actually the third person I was introduced to from RevoSect when I was on the outside of the community, on the AIM community, because the first person that I was introduced to was Bazin and a team that I used to like partially manage. Well, was supposed to co-own, but that's a whole other fucking story, whole other toxic story for another time. Unless you got time for it,
Oh, we might be able to fit in the time.
well, it's
I've got
like
another
it's where
half
I
hour in
met.
me.
Okay, well, it's where I met. It was the team is dead now, right? But it was the main people that I met from it that I'm still friends with to this day is Bazin. I met Echo, right? Because Echo used to be a part of it, right? Brisky is a fucking legend. Arliss is a fucking goat too that used to be in that. He used to be known as a newbie person back then too, right?
True.
So
Shout out to Alice.
yeah, shout out to the fucking goat Arliss, man. Jesus Christ, that man's a fucking legend. But yeah, no, like if it wasn't for that team and then the controversy that happened there, I wouldn't have actually been like as into the FPS like aim and calm as I am because like it was Bazin that I first met, Raiden that I met secondarily, right? And I talked to him for a bit. That was like an insane back at the time, right? I was like, holy fuck, this guy that like inspired me to like keep making videos because that's another thing too. At that time, I was like on the fence because I'd been so burnt out from like making videos and felt like getting nowhere. I almost quit then, right? But then Radon inspired me to keep going because his videos were just so fucking goofy, so funny, and they like inspired some of the style that I had for a while there back in like Warzone 1, right? And then
Yep.
after that, I was also introduced to TGD's content and watching that man fucking just do ridiculous shit frying out in ground war. Like
I
that
remember
was also a great time.
when I discovered TGD, I didn't think he was a fucking human. The shit he can do, good grief. My God. If there's anyone who a little has a human aimbot chip inside of their brain, it's TGD.
I don't even think it's just a chip. I think if you peeled back that man's face, you'd see like a
A bot.
fucking T800. Dude, you'd see like
T800?
yeah, you'd see a Terminator, bro. I shit you not. That man is fucking crazy.
It would explain so much.
It would. But then like the other person that I met after that, which I became good friends with, is obviously mine, and I watched his Warzone content too because I knew of him because of RevoSect. I was like, oh, holy shit, this guy is like dropping. I got aimbot for rebrands. Oh, uh, but yeah, no.
What
Again,
color is he today? What color is he today?
and then also too, I started watching like Strafe, and I got really into like the aim comm and everything, right? And now also into the movement comm and like that side of things. So without the community that I'm a part of right now, and you other people that I've met, right, like, and just overall who I've had the opportunity and pleasure of meeting as other fellow content creators, you all guys have like kept me going like well beyond probably what I would have if I just stayed solo by myself for as long as I had. Like
Hey
genuinely.
man, you're an absolute friend of the community. Like, yeah, as I said in the intro, you're very wholesome. You're very like, you're willing to help others out at the click of your fingers. So that's why we all appreciate you, and that's why I wanted you on my show.
Hey, well, I appreciate, like I said, that whole opportunity because I never expected to be on here. Like in
I had
any
to.
way, shape, or form.
You're like when I started thinking of the podcast putting it together, I thought of like 10 or so creators that I want to get on in the first like batch. I was like, gotta have Eldy on. He's definitely in that list.
A. Oh man.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you, buddy. I got you.
Well, fuck, I remember too. You were helping me during what was it too? The Obey RC that I was like going for and everything. Which also too, I want to say one thing about that as well. I met some cool people from that team as well. They were very very cool people. Especially what was it? Dice's one of the leads. He's a I want to give a shout out to him because he's fucking just such a chill guy. Like if I want to like sit back and watch like a guy play OG Call of Duty like MW2 sniping lobbies, he's one of the funnest to watch,
Fuck yeah.
hands down.
That's
So
cool.
any other questions you want to ask me? Like, so I kind of stole the show from you a little bit.
No, there's no stealing the show for me because like the whole point is first person creator showcase. So I get someone interesting on, and it's their opportunity to just fucking talk shit. Right? You can talk about booty all you want if you want. Like this is your show. But I think we might move on to the main event of the evening. You excited for this one?
Oh, I
Main
am
event of the
excited for
evening?
this one.
Desert Island FPS. Eldy, if you were stranded on a desert island, you're on a cruise ship, right? And it collapses, you're fucking dead. Well, everyone's dead except for you. You float. You wash ashore. There's an island with a little cafe with delicious coffee and little chucky snacks, right? In this cafe, there is a beefy computer. And on that beefy computer is 3 FPS games of your choice. And in this hypothetical scenario, right? You have a perfectly stable internet connection, and the games that you choose, their population is at its peak during its prime. Well, if that makes any sense. So, like,
Yeah.
you choose one of the 3, for example, it's 2011 numbers, right?
Yeah.
On this island, you're choosing 3 games. What is game number 1?
Game number 1 would have to be Counter-Strike because this is going to be a little bit sacrilegious, but it's not Source, it's not 1.6, it's CSGO because CSGO is where I've had the most memory and the most time on there. And the goats that it's created, and not only that, when the community was at its peak and not infested with cheaters, it was probably some of the most fun, shit-talking, community like oriented, and just like people in the CS community at that time were like really dedicated to helping new players get better. So CSGO would have to be the first one, just because that FPS has a special place in my heart, and I genuinely love Counter-Strike.
Yep, that's a good choice. I agree. I didn't play much Counter-Strike, but I've played maybe a combined total of 200 hours, but which is fuck all compared, especially in CS:GO standards. But I remember very specifically during Verdansk, I stopped playing because I was so sick of it. My aim was going to shit. I hit a plateau, right? I went at CS and played that for a good couple of weeks, clocked in like 150 hours, and then came back, and my aim was just so much better. And even though it's not fully an aim-based game, it's more of your plays and your rotations and all that shit. Just that static clicking went through the roof. Because I've always been decent at tracking. When it comes to static clicking, fuck it, I'm lost, right? So playing CS really helped with that. And also helped with my game sense as well. Like, should I go in here? Am I going to get fucking mowed down if I go in here? Or should I play strategic and wait a second, take a step back, see what, say for example, the circle does? Like, it made me think. It gave me more of those critical game sense thinking skills. So yeah, if anyone's hitting a plateau in that Call of Duty, go play attack shooter, go play Val, go play CS, right? Come back after a couple of weeks, you'll notice an improvement.
I would recommend CS over Valorant though if you're more if you're unable to deal with like character abilities, because I remember what happened when I played Valorant. Holy shit, that was like
My
a
eyes.
flashbang of thing. No, like, because I remember, like, I described it to Dexy this way, because me and Dexy played some Valorant for a bit there. I was like, getting attacked by a fucking, what is it? A fucking drone. I got airstriked, hit with an arrow. Someone's fucking, like, flashbang hit me. And then on top of that, to fucking, like, end it all off, I got hit by, like, a fucking spirit animal or some shit.
Oh my god.
And then as soon as I cut around the corner, right? I literally get fucking dunked on by the one character that can sprint and slide in the game with a fucking laser beam coming out of their face. I just, at that point
I can't keep
in
up with
time,
the
I
kids
was like,
that play that game, man.
Oh fuck! I mean, like I just thought to myself too. It's like when I played Counter Strike, the only thing I had to deal with was like a Molotov and a flashbang. Try not to stomach 1G myself.
Yeah, you
I
gotta you
could,
gotta have a lot of patience to play Val. That
yeah,
shit's
honestly.
frustrating.
I mean, I'm getting a new keyboard in because I want to try and play some tag shooters, mix up the content a little bit, and see what's up. Right? What was it? Okay, I a little bit off topic in the podcast. I looked over at the chat there, and Dexy basically made a copy pasta from like fucking what I both said and George said at one time. Also,
Oh
shout out
no.
to George.
I'm gonna read this
But
out. Valoranti, with the E after Valor. Valoranti child game. Look to cartoon graphics to make kid player happy, like children's show. Valoranti cartoon world with rainbow, unlike Counter Strike. Chad with dark corridor and realistic gun. Valoranti like playhouse. Valorant play or run from CS:GO. Fear of dark world and realism. What the fuck? I feel like I'm having a fever dream. Am I still drunk? What's going on?
I think it might be a little
That's
bit.
gonna have me acting up. I'm fucking lost. Good lord.
No, that's like
What did I
literally
just read?
because I said that in like fucking based opinion. Yes, it is a very based opinion, Dexy. Very very based opinion. Because I mean, shit, man. As somebody who's like, I'll even say it, a Counter Strike purist. When I played Valorant, it was like getting fucking. Oh, it was like getting hit with like a fucking bat upside the head. It was crazy. Okay, FPS game number 2 though. This is also gonna be like a little bit of like, cause I first game I ever played, right? Halo 2, but on the PC at its peak was like competitive and everything.
PC Halo
That
2.
just because
I see
like
ya.
yeah, it's a one competitive FPS game. Yeah, Halo 2, let's fucking go exactly. You don't well, I mean I'm Halo.
That
Yeah.
was one
The
of Halo's FPS Desert Island games. Well, I think it was his
mhm.
favorite. I don't think I was doing Desert Island FPS when I had Halo on. I'm not sure, but I know he said Halo 2 is like the game for him.
Oh yeah, no, because that game, like the magnums are perfect. The battle rifle are just so clean when you get that perfect kill, right? I know they made it a medal in later Halos, but like that perfect kill where you like one mag somebody or like half mag somebody by headshotting them consistently. That is the most satisfying thing in any FPS game. I shit you not. It is just so fucking good. That battle rifle from Halo 2. Just it is the gun. Not only that, too, it's like the custom games that people can come up with as well on Halo 2 on PC, right? Because like all the wacky mods and shit you can implement just to like have some fun with like people that are around, and the fact that even though it's supposed to be at its peak, I'm gonna go a little bit off the track here. Even to this day, Halo 2 on PC is still fucking alive, and it has a very dedicated community to ripping that old engine apart and making new games out of that old game. So that's why I pick it as number 2.
Damn, I kind of want to get back on that train.
I mean, shit, I could introduce you to a couple of people once you want to do it, and like we can actually get the copies working because it's specifically
Ooh,
a
yes.
you need to like get Hamachi and like the fucking Microsoft store like working
Oh,
again.
I have to get a bunch of third-party software? Nah, I'm out.
Nah, it's just because like in order to play those modded servers and shit like that, that's like it's somebody's hosting it, so it's a little bit like sticky nowadays. But it's still worth it if you just want to play some like fucking random game modes and shit like that. It's still like by far worth it. Okay, third game. I know this is gonna be a little bit weird because the third FPS game, like it's a Call of Duty, right? But I'm torn between a couple of CODs. Because like Black Ops 2 at its peak was like great, but so was MW3 at its peak. That was also like peak COD as well. Oh man, what do
Go
I
on, spit it
want?
out.
Fuck. You know what? I'm gonna say it right now. It'd have to be MW3, just because of how
Yes!
focused the balance
Oh,
is on
yes.
the entire game. And it's like I like
Based.
Black Ops 2, but it's that I like the near futuristic, but I'm a sucker for modern games, right? With like modern weapons and shit.
Oh,
Like I'm a
yeah.
sucker for that.
Oh, yeah.
So I'd have to say fucking MW3 at its peak, just because of like what it created. It was like the second coming of MW2, essentially, in my opinion. When like YouTube back in the day and everything, the amount of history it has for the COD com as a whole, as well as MW2. I feel like on top of that as well, MW3 is like the perfectly balanced second coming. Okay, but no, it is the second coming.
Yeah, no, I have such great and vivid memories of Modern Warfare 3. Like, I'd be playing, trick shot lobbies. It used to be the most fun shit when you finish playing a game, right? Then you get a notification, it pops up on your Xbox 360. Such and such says you invited you to a game. You click on it, and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like a massive infected lobby on terminal. And the
Oh,
whole
fuck,
lobby
that's
at the
great.
start is trying to do that glitch where you jump on the side door of the plane, and then jump on the roof and get up on the tail, and then you're untouchable.
For like the rest of the game. Oh my
Yeah.
god, what is it too? I have this like really vivid memory too of being like a young kid playing MW3. We're playing Infection, right? I look over to my buddy at the time, like, I swear to God, if you're the first fucking zombie, I'm blowing your brains out with this magnum. I swear, I'm going to. He's like, yeah, I'm not going to be the first zombie. As soon as the countdown ends, he literally is the first infected. I just mag dump him with the fucking 44 magnum. And he just
Fuck that
starts
guy.
laughing. Oh, it was such a great time, man, playing that
Take me
whole
back
game.
to
And
when
then
it was simple, man. It was so good. It was so basic, but so good.
I mean, shit, I feel like playing some Plutonium after saying some of that, man. Like booting up some MW3 on there, running around with like some of the modded camos and shit. Even though like people are gonna be way better at that game than I am. I mean, shit, it'd definitely be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Modern Warfare 3 is just, it has a very, very special place in my heart, that game. I love it so much. It was my first,
Peak COD.
well, it wasn't my first code. My first code was Black Ops 1. But my first online experience COD was Modern Warfare 3. Because, like, I didn't have, Wi-Fi when Black Ops 1 was a thing. So, like, I used to sneak onto the Ethernet cable in the lounge room. And my dad used to go off me. But I would rely on making accounts with fresh emails, getting the free 2-week Xbox Live Gold, doing as much as I can in those 2 weeks, and then just creating a new account and doing rinse and repeat. I feel like five on my OG, like my 360 hard drive over there. I've got like 5 accounts that I made just for the free trial of Gold. I was breaking the system, man.
No, I did the same exact thing before I actually convinced my parents to pay for gold because my dad was just like, "I'll just make you a new email every week. Who gives a shit?" But then there's another thing too. What was it? Do you want to know what my first Call of Duty game was?
Bring it on.
I actually
What is it?
I want you to take a guess. Actually, first.
Fuck. You have to give me a clue.
Probably it started like a whole other side of the community.
I think Halo is right. Advanced Warfare.
No, older.
Whole other side of the community. Shit.
It created history with a certain map after a campaign.
Oh, Black Ops 1.
Nope.
What?
Close. Right developer, wrong game.
What a war?
Yep.
Hey. Let's
That
go
was
on
my
back.
first. That was my first ever Call of Duty. Second one was original COD 4.
Yep.
But yeah, no, I played fuck tons of World at War Zombies, Nocturne Untoten. Like it was so fucking like solid for like back in the day. Like just the gritty atmosphere, watching like each DLC map progressively getting better and better. Just like as a little kid, I was always so excited to hear the next map pack was out just to play the zombies.
Yeah, like I remember Nocturne Totem it's actually a very
Two? Hey, called it.
I remember Nocturne. Ooh. It's not much of a map.
It's
like
not.
it's a downstairs and upstairs and a mystery box. But fuck, I've got some good memories on that.
Oh man, that shit was terrifying as hell too. Like being a little kid, and I was like, "Oh fuck, I'm getting surrounded! Oh shit, bro!"
Yeah. It was the
And it
funnest
also
shit.
Oh fuck, and it started out like as like a whole other section of memories for everybody in the Call of Duty community because you have to think about it too, man. Like it spawned so many memes, like the "Plus revive me, I has ray gun." Oh shit. Plus the custom zombies. I don't know if anybody has played like custom World at War zombies or like custom BO3 zombies. Oh my god, is that shit ever fun?
I haven't yet,
I would
but I
recommend it.
kind of want to.
Dude, okay, I'm gonna one of these days, whenever you're free, Ozzy, I'm gonna like get into a call with you. I'll help you set it up and everything. And do you want to do World at War custom zombies, or do you want to do like Black Ops 3? Because Black Ops 3 would have the more updated engine and everything. Like certain
Probably
quirks would
BO3.
be. You'll probably want to do BO3, okay? Because they have a lot of the old good maps from World at War remade to BO3. But World at War is like if you want that like purest like OG zombies experience.
Yeah, you're right. Part of me does want to play World of War Zombies custom. That'd be so cool. Like a blast from the past.
Bro, Cheese Cube Unlimited. I'm gonna take you there. That is like the most ridiculously hard map. for
Cheese
fucking
Cube?
Yeah, it's infamous for being one of the hardest maps ever.
That
Like
sounds
until you
fucking terrifying.
Well, yeah, no, it literally is. I'll just explain it to you, right? You start out at the bottom of the map, right? And you have to keep climbing the staircase going up, right? But here's the fucking problem with it. They have a death barrier that's like looks like molten cheese, right?
Molten
And you
cheese, yum.
and then you have to keep climbing the staircase and doing parkour and shit as you're going up. Like it's fucking hard. It is literally hard.
Fuck. I have such a zombies itch that needs to be scratched.
Oh fuck that map! Like if you look up anybody here who's like watching the podcast live or like listening to it afterwards, right? Look up what is it? Noah J456 and then look up his Cheese Cube Unlimited
Oh, I've
series where he
watched so
tried
much
to
of that guy.
Yeah, no, because he's the one him and like Pro Syndicate back in the day, right, would like try to race each other to see who could get like to the top in the lowest round possible for Cheese Cube.
Fuck, I want to
Like
watch that now. I'm gonna watch that.
Yeah, no, it is really, really good. It is just funny too because Noah attempted it like a couple years ago. He tried to like go back to it again, and just the rage of everybody, like that you could just see it in his face too. He gets so fucking pissed off at one point. He like literally gives up midstream on his VOD. It's so funny.
Fucking hell. That's hilarious.
All right, so you want to move on from here? Like, am I taking up too much time?
No, it's good. I probably will start wrapping it up because my missus' parents are here now. We've got stuff to do. So unfortunately, like
shit.
this wasn't a long podcast, but it's been
Oh,
good.
that's
We've
fine.
been had a good conversation. We're still got an hour in. So your top three, your Desert Island FPS games. So we've got Halo 2. What was it? World at War.
No, it was MW3.
MW3,
and
sorry, yeah.
Counter-Strike.
MW3 and Counter Strike. That's a fucking solid lineup. I have good memories on all three of those games. Maybe not so much Halo 2, more Halo 1 Combat Evolved on the PC for me. Playing on our
That's also
shitty
pretty
little
good.
fucking netbooks at school. We used to just play during class time. With like we'd have a little tiny wireless mouse and we'd just be fucking gaming, man. Blood Gulch. Oh, I have
Oh my gosh.
so much time on Blood Gulch. Combat Evolved. It's so good.
Red versus Blue as well. You forgot about that.
I
We're gonna talk about
never
Halo.
liked RVB.
Oh damn, bro. Caboose literally gives me like childhood memories, bro.
Maybe I should just go back and start watching it.
I mean, the older ones on Blood Gulch. As soon as you said Blood Gulch, man, I started smiling on the inside. I was like, oh man, fucking hearing Caboose like, but I want milk though.
What? Okay, I'm gonna need context, so I'm gonna have to start watching it.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna leave it as like a out of context saying from the show because it's more funny that
Beautiful,
way.
beautiful. All right,
All right,
that's it. Let's start wrapping this bitch up.
all right. So, what do you need me to do here to wrap it up?
Well, I'm just gonna do a little plug, and then I'm gonna let you plug away, and then
Alrighty.
I'm gonna go have a cup of coffee.
I vibe with that.
Vibe with that. All right. So, as always, this podcast is streamed every weekend on twitch.tv/AussieMenace. So you can come here half an hour before the show goes live, put your notifications on, and we can have a chat in the pre-show, whatever. It's fun, right? Live experience is always cool. Twitter @AussieMenaceTTV. TTV cringe, I know, but some cunt took the Aussie Menace and at FPCS Podcast. It's also on YouTube, FPCS Podcast. It's easy. It's easy to find. That's me though. Obviously, links in the show notes. I'll put the link tree, so it's just got like you click on the link tree link, all the shit's there. It's simple. Anyway, fuck all that. Here's the most important part. Eldy, plug away, buddy.
Alright, so if you guys want to follow my YouTube channel at all, it's youtube.com/@Eldy because I got the new link and everything with the new @ system going on and
True.
everything, right? You could also follow me here on, well, not on Twitch, but here on Twitter at ElderlyLivve. And Ozzy was joking to me, saying I should change it, but I'm not changing it yet because it reminds people of the old name. And if you also want to look me up too, you can search me up by the old name, but I wouldn't recommend it because ElderlyLivve usually brings up old people videos. So, and anyways, it's been a great pleasure for you bringing me here on the show. I really appreciate the opportunity, Ozzy.
I
And as
appreciate you
always,
being
bro,
here, man.
you're a sick cunt, motherfucker. I love you.
You bloody ripper. Mate of the pod. Long time mate of the pod. ElderlyLivve, everyone. Or Eldy. Eldy is now.
Yep. I mean, the rebrand go hard. You can thank Modern for the rebrand there too and helping me out with it.
When you did the rebrand, I was like, that is perfect. Because, like, ElderlyLivve, you know, as you said, it's a little bit of a, what's that? But just having an Eldy and a logo, it's nice and clean. It's easy to remember. It's simple. It's really nice. I'm big fan of the rebrand.
Well, not only that too. One last little piece of lore before I go. ElderlyLivve, the original name, was the final name that I ever settled on for Xbox 360 for Live. So a little bit of lore.
Oh,
It was my
there you
old
go.
gamer tag. Last
There's
bit of
the
lore for the
law.
show.
I always wanted that. I should have asked you earlier on. There you go.
Yeah, it was an
The
RNG.
more I
name.
know. All right, everyone. Thank you very much for watching, listening. Have an excellent day, evening, night, whatever it is for you. As always, I appreciate the support. I appreciate the listenership. We've surpassed 400 total downloads of the podcast now, so it's absolutely huge. So see you all at 1,000. We have a big fucking celebration when we hit 1,000, I reckon. Anyway, love you all. Peace out.
Peace out, everybody.